most disciples of His Holiness Loknath Swami Maharaj. He is serving in Ahmedabad, and now he is also taking care of ISKCON Surendra Nagar and ISKCON Himat Nagar, and also his guidance. He's guiding many more, many one day Padyatras and are going on in several places actually. So he's also a traveling preacher, trainer, and much more. So many yatras are also conducted by Prabhuji, like yearly Dham yatras to Vrindavan, Jagannath Puri yatra, Vrindavan yatras, etc. So he's also an excellent artist also. So in his initial career, if you see, he was into an art and ad industry. So later, Prabhuji he left everything and completely entered into the ISKCON, serving ISKCON. His whole family, his good wife Madhavi Mohini Mataji, and son Narada Muni and his good daughter. So all are actively engaged in serving Srila Prabhupada. So Prabhuji keeps inspiring everyone to develop proper knowledge of Prabhupada's books and Vaishnava philosophy, and to go deeper into the nectarian life of Bhakti. So let us
Raseshwar
all
Prabhu, I
invite
am not
Prabhuji
able to
by
hear
loudly
you.
chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare.
Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Hare Krishna Murli Mohan Prabhu. So thank you very much for your time and mercy on us. So over to you, Prabhuji.
Prabhu mentioned Prabhu is unable to hear your voice, Prabhu.
I am not able to hear your voice.
Prabhuji, any other devotees, Prabhuji, I am speaking. Do you able to hear, Prabhuji?
Yes, Prabhuji, yes, yes.
You can hear.
It is clear.
I think Murli Mohan Prabhuji has.
Is Raseshwar Prabhu there?
Yes, the Prabhu there. Prabhu
Yes,
there.
yes.
Are
Yeah,
you able to hear me properly?
Yeah, I can hear you, Prabhu.
We can hear you, Prabhu. We can hear you.
Okay. So should it be English or Hindi?
English is fine,
English,
Prabhu.
English.
Acha. Okay. How many devotees have joined?
30 plus, Prabhu. 30 currently.
30.
30 logins, it could be 50 plus, Prabhu.
I'm not able to see everybody because there is a line coming. This meeting has been recorded. Okay, leave meeting. Can that be,
Recorded, you can click OK, Prabhu.
There is a strip coming, this line where I'm not able to see the devotees' faces. Anyhow, so should we start? Where is Raseshwar Prabhu? You're here. Okay.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Okay.
Hare Krishna.
This would be good. So can we start?
Yes, Prabhuji. Yeah.
Thank you.
Prabhuji,
very much.
Shall we give one small introduction, Prabhuji? Short introduction for Prabhuji only.
Yeah.
Prem Kirtan, Prabhu.
All are able to hear me?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah, yes.
Crystal clear.
We can hear you, Prabhu.
Okay. This should be our first session in this year, online preaching. So thank you very much, Raseshwar Prabhu, Prem Kirtan Prabhu, Vedi Madhav Prabhu, and all Bangalore devotees for giving their association also and giving me a chance to serve you all. Thank you very much. So we'll start. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschata Deshatarine जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. Okay, today is the topic on Vāco Vegam. Raseshwar Prabhu has translated it as, what is that? The power of speech and its perfect utilization. Yeah, this is very important. And Srila Rupa Goswami also have instructed, as this is the first instruction, and within that verse itself, Vāco, the power of speech is also very important. He has given that importance. So, can you assist me? I want to share my screen.
Give me a minute, Prabhuji. I'm just giving. I think I already given to you, co-host Prabhu. You are ready to go.
Are you able to see my screen?
Yes.
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes.
All of them?
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes, yes.
Okay. This is the first verse of Sri Upadeshamrut. Our author of this book is Srila Rupa Goswami, one of our Parampara Acharya, who has understood Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's heart within and without, outside and also inside. That is why he's been said as Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapinam Yena Bhutale. You all must be knowing Srila Rupa Goswami's Pranam Mantra, isn't it? So we'll start this. So first of all, we'll offer prayers to Srila Rupa Goswami. This prayer is written by one of my very dear friend Shiksha Guru, whose name is Hari Parshad Prabhu, disciple of His Holiness Radha Govinda Goswami Maharaj. And I liked this prayer very much. So I would like to offer this prayer before starting this Vāco Vegam, Sri Rupa Goswami's Upadeshamrut. So this is Shuddhyartham mama dehasya jalasnanam karomyaham Shri Rupa Vaka Sudha Snanam Swa Atmanah Parishuddhaye. Shuddhyartham mama dehasya, to purify my body, daily we take bath with water. Jalasnanam karomyaham Shri Rupa Vaka Sudha Snanam. The words of Srila Rupa Goswami, they purify my Atma, Swa Atma Parishuddhaye. By daily reading Srila Rupa Goswami's books and daily hearing his words, his instructions will surely purify our soul. So, who can read this? Prem Kirtan Prabhu, can you read this?
Yeah, Prabhu. Yeah.
And read little loudly.
Yeah. Am I audible, Prabhu? Hare Krishna.
Yeah, you can read.
Yes.
Yeah. Shuddhyartam mama dehasya.
Read translation.
Translation. Okay. For the purification of my physical body, I bathe regularly using water. For the thorough purification of my soul, however, I bathe in the nectar of the words of Sri Rupa Goswami.
Yes, sorry. You understood this?
Yes, Prabhu.
So you can recite this verse every day. These are
Prabhupada.
wonderful prayers. Yeah, not written by our acharyas, but he is a Sanskrit scholar. Hari Parshad Prabhu is a Sanskrit scholar, and also he is a SAC member, Shastric Advisor Committee member of GBC. Try to understand. He is a very, very wonderful person, and he is also very dear to me. He is my friend Shiksha Guru. He guides me, and he has guided me how to present Krishna and his instructions, or the devotees and their instructions through PowerPoint presentation, and how to arrange the verses and all. He has wonderfully taught me. So he has written this verse, Shuddha Artham Mama Dehasya Jalasnanam Karomyaham Shri Rupa Vāco Sudha Snanam Swa Atmanah Parishuddhaye. This is what it is. So it is my request to all the devotees that if you want to purify your heart, your soul, so one should regularly read books of our acharyas, Srila Rupa Goswami, Srila Prabhupada, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, and all. By reading these books, our acharyas' instructions, we will naturally get purified, and even our words also get purified. That is very important. So let's see what Srila Prabhupada says regarding speech and language. Prem Kirtan Prabhu, please read little loudly.
Yeah, Prabhu, 1 minute. One should not speak in such a way as to agitate the minds of others. Of course, when a teacher speaks, he can speak the truth for the instruction of his students. But such a teacher should not speak to those who are not his students if he will agitate their minds. This is penance as far as talking is concerned. Besides that, one should not talk nonsense. The process of speaking in spiritual circles is to say something upheld by the scriptures. One should at once quote from scriptural authority to back up what he is saying. At the same time, such talks should be very pleasurable to the ear. By such discussions, one may derive the highest benefit and elevate human society. There is a limitless stock of Vedic literature, and one should study this. This is called penance of speech.
Yes,
Bhagavad Gita
austerity of
7:50.
speech. Vāco Vegam means austerity of speech. So Prabhupada says here that you don't have any right to speak anything to anybody. You have got right only to speak, or whatever, guide only to those who you have cultivated and who are your people. That's what he can speak the truth for instruction of his students, but such a teacher should not speak to those who are not his students if he will agitate their minds. This is penance as far as talking is concerned. So you must understand this. We can guide, we can speak, or we can, sometimes we use harsh words, but that is not for all. It is only for your people. Otherwise, why should they listen to you? Who are you to them? That question can come in the mind. Who are you to me? Who are you to guide me? Somebody can say this. So this is actually penance. This is austere of speech. This is what Srila Prabhupada has said in Bhagavad Gita purport. at 17.15th verse. So the first instruction is from Upadesha Amrut. Vāco Vegam manasah krodha Vegam jivha Vegam udaropastha Vegam etan Vegan yo vishaheta dhiraha sarvamapi mam prithvim sashishyat. So you know all this verse. You must have read Srila Rupa Goswami's Nectar of Instruction or Upadesha Amrut. So this is the first verse of his instructions. This Vāco Vegam is the first word of this first instruction. So we can understand how important this Vāco Vegam is, means austere of speech is. So, Prema Kirtan Prabhu, please read translation little loudly.
A sober person who can tolerate the urge to speak, the mind's demands, the actions of anger, and the urges of the tongue, belly, and the genitals is qualified to make disciples all over the world.
Okay. You understand? If you want that everybody should listen to us in the community of devotees, so we should first control all these 6 things. Vāco Vegam, that is urge to speak, the mind's demand, Manahasa Vegam, Krodha Vegam, the actions of anger and the urges of the tongue, Jivha Vegam, that is related to taste, then belly and genitals. One who is qualified to control these things, his words can be understood or can penetrate the heart of devotees. Thus, he is qualified to make disciples all over the world. This is very important. If you want devotees should listen to you, devotees should understand you, understand the mission of Srila Prabhupada, our acharyas, and if you want that they should follow the instructions, then first of all, we should try to control all these 6 urges. Vacha, Manasa, Krodha, Jivha, Udara, Upastha. These 6 things has to be controlled. Then only people will understand you and they will listen to your words. This is very important. So we'll see now how to control all these 6 things through Jivha Vegam. So 2 functions of Jivha. We should understand this. There are 2 functions of Jivha. Can you tell me, Prem Kirtan Prabhu, what are the 2 functions of Jivha?
Like basically talking and taking prasadam.
Yes. Taking prasadam, we should not forget. Isn't it?
Right.
Huh?
Yeah,
Vāco means speech.
Speech.
Vāca means speech. And speech is the function of Jivha, the tongue. Okay. So, Vāco Vegam is the function of Jivha. And there is another function of Jivha, which directly here it is written Jivha Vegam. Vāco Vegam, when you control your speech, naturally mind and anger is controlled. Try to understand the instruction, how Srila Rupa Goswami has written these instructions, how intelligently he has written. Vāco Vegam, the control of speech or the austere of speech. If you have this kind of speech, then naturally Manasaha Krodha Vegam is controlled. Then second is Jivha Vegam. Vacho Vegam is also the function of Jivha Vegam. Jivha. And Jivha Vegam, here it means taste. He has not used directly the word taste, but he has used Jivha Vegam. Because Jivha Vegam is naturally for taste. We sometime, Mahaprasade Govinde, Nama Brahmani Vaishnave, there Jivha is coming. Tare madhye ati lobha Jivha. समझ गया ना? What is that shloka? Mahaprasade Govinde, Nama Brahmani Vaishnave, Swalpa Punyavatan Rajan, Vishwas Neva Jayate, Sharirya Vidya Jal, Jadendre Tahe Kal, Jiva Fele Vishaya Sagare, Tare Madhe, Jiva Ati Lobha Maya. Jiva is coming there. So Jivha Vegam, when you control Jivha Vegam, then naturally your stomach and genital, your belly and genital will also be controlled. So see this, the first function of Jiva is to speak. The second function of Jiva is to taste. So if the first function is controlled, the speech is controlled, then Mana and Krodh is naturally controlled, automatically controlled. And the second function, Jiva, of Jiva, that is taste, if this is controlled, then Udara, that is belly, stomach, and Upastha, that is genital, the tool of production, is also being controlled. So, वैसा देखा जाए, only Jiva has to be controlled through the function of speech and taste. If you controlled these two things or controlled Jiva, then all these 6 urges and all other 4 urges are also controlled. This Jiva, taste, Udar and Upastha. The more you eat, the more Udar and Upastha gets agitated. And the more you are inclined to speak nonsense, then Mana and Krodh also gets agitated. So if you want to control your mind, anger, belly and Upastha, only one thing has to be controlled, that is Jivha, which has 2 functions, speech and taste. Are you able to understand, all the devotees?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Have you heard this before? That by controlling only Jiva, all urges can be controlled?
Not with this much clarity, Prabhu. This is so amazing.
Okay, we will go into more details again. So you understood this slide? If you want, you can take screenshot of this slide also, or you can take pictures so that you can remember always. Okay. Vacho Vegam, the urge to speak. Let's see what Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur says about Vacho Vegam. There are 4 commentators on this Upadeshamrut. So the first is Radharaman Das Goswami Maharaj, who is coming in the line of Gopal Bhatta Goswami. Second is Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur, who is coming in our line. Third is Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, who has commented on these verses. And fourth is our Acharya, ISKCON founder Acharya, Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. So we'll also discuss what these Acharyas are also, commenting on these verses. So we'll keep aside because we will not be going more details. So Srila Radharaman Das Goswami's commentaries are very, very wonderful. We'll skip aside that, but we'll discuss only on Bhaktivinoda Thakur's commentaries and Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur's commentaries and Srila Prabhupada's commentaries. Okay, let's see what Srila Bhaktivedanta Thakur says. Bhuta Udvega Kari Vakya Vegam. Can you read this? Bhuta means other living entities. Udvega means disturbances, who creates disturbances to others. And Vakya means speech. Vega means urge. Please read Prem Kirtan Prabhu, the translation.
The urge, Vega, to speak words, Vakya, which are causing Kari, disturbance, that is Udvega, to other living entities, Bhuta.
Bhuta. Okay. So Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur comments on this Vāco Vegam. What is Vāco Vegam? What is the urge of speech which has to be controlled? Is that one whose words are causing disturbances to other living entities. That is Vāco Vegam, and that has to be controlled. So Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur comments, Bhuta Udvega Kari Vakya Vega. Udvega Kari means causing. Udvega means disturbances. Sometimes we shout at somebody, some devotees, and we uses some bad words, which actually disturbs the living entities or others. So this is Vāco Vega, urge. This has to be controlled. That's what Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur says. And he also comments by using one verse from Bhagavad Gita, which is in 17th chapter, 15th verse. What is that? Anudvega kara vakyam. Satyam priya hitam chayat. Swadhyaya abhyasanam chaiva. Vang mayam tapa uchyate. So Sri Krishna says this in Bhagavad Gita, 17th chapter. This is 15th verse. Anudvega karam vakyam. So if you want, tapa uchyate means austerity of speech. Vangmayam means speech, control of speech. So can you read this?
Yeah, Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada.
This is translation of this verse by Srila Prabhupada.
Yeah. Austerity of speech consists in speaking words that are not agitating to others, truthful, pleasing, and beneficial, and also in regularly reciting Vedic literature.
Yes. So austerity of speech means if you control these four things, that your words should not agitate others' mind, you should speak truth, and beside truth, it should be pleasing also. The presentation of that truth should be pleasing. It should not hurt. And fourth is very important, that it should be beneficial to both of them, to the speaker and to the hearer, Shrota, and also speaker. It should be benefit. So we'll go into details of these four things. But if you don't have any control on these four, not agitating to others, truthful, pleasing, fourth is beneficial. If your words doesn't have these four things, better you don't speak. You only engage yourself in regularly reading the scriptures. By reading the scriptures, you'll speak to yourself. And who is that person who gives bad words to himself? It is naturally. One will not speak wrong for himself. So regularly reciting Vedic literature means you should regularly read books of our acharyas. Srila Rupa Goswami, Sanatan Goswami, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, Srila Prabhupada's books. By reading this, you will slowly control your language, your speech, your words. So this is what Prabhupada says, that if you don't have these four things in what you are speaking, it is better not to speak. Better engage yourself always continuous in reading the scriptures of our acharyas. By reading the scriptures, you will slowly try to control, you'll slowly, your speech will come in control. But that is dhire, slowly. You understood this verse? Anudvega karam vakya satyam. Satyam means truthful. Anudvega means not agitating to others. Karam vakya. Your words should not agitate others. And it should be at the same time satyam, truthful. At the same time priya, pleasing to hear. Hitam means beneficial. It should give benefit to others. Chayat. Otherwise, swadhyaya abhyasam chaiva. Vangmaya tapa uchyate. If you don't have these four things, better engage yourself in just reading scriptures. Don't speak nonsense. By reading scriptures, you will naturally and automatically will control on your speech. This is what Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur comments. So, anudveg karam vakyam, not agitating, satyam, truthful, priyam, pleasing, hitam, beneficial. Okay. Vāco Vegam, the urge to speak. Now will be commenting, taking the commentaries of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, which is totally different from Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur's commentaries. He says, Nirvisheshavadir Shastriya Jalpana Samuha. Nirvisheshavadir Shastriya Jalpana Samuha. That means the Shastric speculation of the impersonalist. Doesn't mean that impersonalists always speculate, but what they do, they present as it is, but later on, they put their own ideas. Sometimes we hear commentaries or we hear classes of the impersonalist, but we feel that, oh, he is speaking as it is. But later he imposes his own ideas on it. So even that has to be controlled. That means that you should present only the pramanas, what is given in Shastras, and examples related to that praman. That is what Nirvisheshavadir Shastriya Jalpana Samuha means. Then he says, Karma Kanda Niratera Karma Falera Shastra Yukti. The various logics given about Karma Phala by a Karma Kandis. Samajh gaya na? Mostly we accept this. Oh, from this we are going to get this result. That is why we'll use this. We'll speak this. So Karma Kandis lectures also should not be heard. When you hear, when you associate them, then you will naturally speak about that things also. So Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur's commentaries are totally different because the people Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur got are different. And at the time of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati, to whom he was preaching, were totally different. That is why the commentaries are also different. You know, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati is not commenting on the commentary of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. He is commenting directly Srila Rupa Goswami's words, Vāco Vegam, as per his realizations. We should understand that thing. Krishnetara abhilashira yathecha bhogera anubhava janya vakyavali. So if Krishna is not pleased, you should speak in such a way that Krishna should be pleased. So you should speak only related to Krishna. The experimental statements of various enjoyments made by those who have desires other than service to Krishna. That means you should always speak about Krishna and service towards Krishna and his devotees. Other than that, that speech is Vāco Vegam. There is the urge of speech which has to be controlled by these things. That is what Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur says. This is his commentary. Now we'll come back to Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur's commentaries, on whom from he has taken from Bhagavad Gita, that is that verse, Anudvegakaram Vakyam. So we'll see what is Anudvegakaram. So try to understand these things. I am always putting this 4 things and the 5th Swadhyay, which brings slowly control on our speech on all our slides. So this is what Abhyavahati Kalyanam Vividham Vakya Shubhashita Saiva Durbhashita Rajan Anartha Yopakalpate Rohate Sayakair Vidham Vanam Parashuna Hatam Vacha Duruktam Bhibhaisam Na Samrohati Vakshatam. This is a very wonderful verse. Said by Vidura to Dhritarashtra. We all know that Dhritarashtra was blind. And we all know his nature, his character, and even his children. That's why in Mahabharata, Sri Vidur says to this Dhritarashtra, what is going to happen if the speech causes agitation to others? See, this is a very wonderful. Please read Prem Kirtan Prabhu.
O King Dhritarashtra, speech that is pleasant in nature carries a variety of auspiciousness with it. But if the same speech is unpleasant, then it leads to immense inauspiciousness. A forest cut down by piercing arrows or sharp axes can heal and grow back in time, but a brutal wound caused by unpleasant speech can never be healed.
You all understood this?
Yes, Prabhu.
Or should I try to make some details? O King Dhritarashtra, speech that is pleasant in nature carries a varieties of auspiciousness with it. Try to understand, this is very important. Vidurji is speaking to Dhritarashtra. If our words are being controlled, if our speech is wonderful, good, and doesn't hurt anybody, it carries auspiciousness, and every auspiciousness is going to happen to us if we have these pleasing words. If we don't have pleasing words, pleasing speech, pleasing language, then we always carry inauspiciousness. which is going to react on ourselves only. He has given an analogy by explaining a forest cut down by piercing arrows or sharp axes can be healed and grow after some time. But the language, the unpleasant language, unpleasant speech cannot be healed. It always remains in the heart of that person. This is very, very important. So people will not follow you if you have unpleasant language, unpleasant speech. So we should have good words, compose proper words, pleasing words before speaking to anybody. Think one time, twice, thrice, or maybe 10 times also what you are speaking. Because your speech will carry auspiciousness. And after a long time, it is going to return to you. So how many of them you wanted auspiciousness in your life? We all, isn't it? So if you want auspiciousness in our life, then we should have a good speech, pleasing language. Use words which are pleasing to others. Otherwise, it will bring inauspiciousness to our life only. This is a wonderful Vidur is saying to Dhritarashtra. And we can also see in Mahabharata, when Krishna went to Hastinapur for peace settlement, please give at least 5 villages to Pandavas. Duryodhan didn't listen to him. In fact, he insulted Krishna himself. He insulted the Lord. What happened finally? All his brothers were lost. His kingdom was lost. His friends were lost. His all children were also lost. You know? This is very important. See, if you speak wrong things, unpleasant things, which hurts others, then it's natural, it's going to return one day to ourselves. So every action has corresponding reaction. This should not be forgot. Now, we'll see the second. Satyam. Truthfulness. This is Mother Earth saying. What she is saying is, Nahi asatyat, parodharma, iti havacha bhur iyam, sarvam sodhum, alam manya, ritelika, param naram. Can you read this? Kirtan Prabhu?
Prabhu, Prabhu. There is nothing more sinful than untruthfulness. Because of this, Mother Earth once said, I can bear any heavy thing except a person who is a liar.
Except a person who is a liar. See, this is Mother Earth is saying this. So she says that I can bear any heavy things on my back, but not a liar. See, sometimes I feel that throughout the planet, all are speaking lies, isn't it?
Yes, Prabhu.
Even within the community of devotees, we also speak lie. The average research is that every person on this planet speak at least 2 times lie throughout the day. Aren't we? Prem Kirtan Prabhu, Raseshwar Prabhu. Do you agree this?
Yes, Prabhuji.
So what earth must be thinking about even of devotees? What she must be thinking? Oh, these devotees are supposed to, unburden me, not burden me. But even devotees are burdening, by speaking lies. That is why we can see how we can protect Mother Earth from these liars. So at least devotees should not speak lies, but not only ordinary souls, even we see in our history that our acharyas are also speaking lie when it is necessary. For example, in Chaitanya Charitamrita, there is an incident where Sanatan Goswami is speaking lie to Nawab Hussain Shah. You have heard that? Hare Krishna, Prem Kirtan, Raseshwar. Have you heard that?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, you have heard. So now there is a question. Oh, devotee is also speaking lie, and that also Acharya. And that also our, one of the 6 Shad Goswamis, Sanatan Goswami is speaking lie. Then what it's going to make difference if we speak lie? No, it is not that. Sanatan Goswami wanted to leave that job and join Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mission. So he wanted to take a break and study Srimad Bhagavatam and later on join Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. It is a good idea to speak lie to the boss for reading Srimad Bhagavatam or for our devotional services, but that should not become our habit. When you get habituated to speak lie in the community of devotees or even for some services, then one day we'll end up with speaking lie for even material things. When it is very, very much necessary for our devotional services, then sometime we can speak lie, like Srila Sanatan Goswami. So regarding this situation, there is a conclusion given in Bhakti Sandarbha by Srila Jiva Goswami. See what he says. Mama nimittam kritam papam api kshemaya kalpate mam anadritya dharma api papam syan mat prabhavatah. This is also a very wonderful verse in Bhakti Sandarbha 148. Sins, can you read this?
Sins committed for my sake lead to one's benefit, whereas any so-called religiosity done at the cost of neglecting me results in sin by my influence.
Yeah. If you don't do sin also, if you don't speak lie also, but it is not connected to Krishna, he says that is also a sin. That is also a lie. But sins committed for my sake, Krishna is saying this, my sake leads to one's benefit. You got this point? That
Prabhuji,
is
this is
why.
Bhagavad Gita?
No,
Bhagavad Gita,
this is from Bhakti Sandarbha, written by Srila Jiva Goswami.
Okay.
There, 148. This quote is from Padma Puran, but Srila Jiva Goswami added this as an incident to Bhakti Sandarbha. So we have taken this from Bhakti Sandarbha. Man nimitta kritam papam. For my sake, if you have committed sin also, still it's going to benefit one. Apikshemaya kalpate. I will also forgive. Mama anadritya dharmo api. Which is not in my connection, still you are connected to dharma. That means you are doing sins. Though that person is very religious, but it is not connected to Krishna, that means that person is also acting in sin. This is very important. Srila Jiva Goswami says that. So sometime a question can come. Mostly business people, even in the community of devotees, even devotees who are doing business, they have to tell lie, isn't it? And suppose if a devotee is a lawyer, what about that? He is always speaking lies. So what can be done at that time? Because if that is not in the hit, in connected to Krishna, then he will be always committing sinful activities by telling lies. Maybe he is a devotee also. That means those who are earning through such sources have to give 50% in Krishna's service for preaching. Otherwise, this sin, will give bad results to even devotees. So try to understand these things. So now we'll come to Priyam.
Prabhuji, Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yes.
Prabhuji, time, I think the devotees are asking.
Yeah, I'll just go one more slide and then we'll stop.
Yeah, sure, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu.
Yes.
Yes, Prabhu.
So this is
So,
also a very wonderful
afterwards,
verse.
we can go for question and answers also, Prabhu. Just try to.
Yes. Priyam and Hitam will discuss and then we'll stop because that's what it is. So this is Praya Prakashatam Yati Malinah Sadhu Badhaya Nagra Sishya Tached Arkam Ko Agyaswat Simhika Sutam. This is also a very wonderful verse. Subhasitavali of Vallabhadev. Can you read this?
Critics and backbiters make their presence in the world felt only by giving trouble to saintly souls. Who would ever know about the existence of the dark planet Rahu if it would not give trouble to the effulgent sun by eclipsing it from time to time?
Do you understand this?
Yes, Prabhu.
Rahu is a black planet.
Yeah.
Okay, and it cannot be seen.
Right.
Even in daytimes and even in night. It cannot be seen. It can be seen only when it eclipses the sun or the moon. You got the point? So the critics and backbiters, unka presence, who is going to know them unless they give trouble to saintly souls, saintly devotees. When they trouble devotees, only then and then they come into the screen. Oh, this person is like this person is like that. Otherwise, who will know them? So saintly souls should tolerate in that way, in that case, just like sun tolerates this. And such tolerable saintly people wants them, they should also have their name and fame. You got my point? These critics and backbiters also should become famous because they are nowhere unless and until they assault devotees. Huh? They disturb, they trouble devotees, then and then only they will come on the screen. Oh, this person has done. Otherwise, who will know them? Just like Rahu. Who knows Rahu? Who can see Rahu? They can see only when it eclipses sun or moon, the good planets. You understand?
Yes, bro.
This is Priyam. So these are the pleasing souls. The planet sun is also pleasing. They tolerate, so that they can also have some benefit. They can also have their place, accommodation, name, fame. So this is what it is. Priyam. Hitam. Priyam uktam hitam naitad iti matva na tad vadet Shraya tatra hitam vakcham yadyapi atyanta apriyam. So it is said here. Can you read this?
Even if something is pleasing to hear, one should not speak it if it is detrimental to the interests of listener. Better always to speak that which is beneficial, even if it is extremely unpleasant to the ear of the listener.
Yes. So very important thing is not priyam also, but hitam is very important. It should be benefit to others or to the listener. Sometime, if it is unpleasant also, but it should be extremely beneficial to that person. So just like parents take care of children, sometimes they hit also, sometimes they shout also. But for what? For their children's benefit, isn't it? So pleasing to hear is important, but at the same time it should be benefit also. So sometimes we see that devotees are speaking lies, but they are so sweet lies. They think that it is benefit. Oh, you are so wonderful. You do so wonderful activities. But that person must not be doing any activity. But they are speaking sweet lies. That is not going to benefit others. So sometimes this is taken from Vishnu Puran. So this is how hitam means. So if these four things are not present in our language, it is better that we always engage ourselves in reading Srila Prabhupada's books, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur's books, or Bhakti Vinod Thakur, Srila Rupa Goswami, our acharyas and all. Better get engaged in reading. If we are not, speaking, keeping these four things in mind. So it should not agitate, it should be truthful, it should be pleasing, and it should be beneficial also. Our words should contain these four ingredients: anudvegakaram, satyam, priyam, and hitam. If not that, then better get engaged in swadhyaya, swa adhyaya. Try to read yourself. When you read to yourself, you are speaking to yourself, and you will not speak anything wrong to yourself. Isn't it? That is what swadhyaya means. So, we'll end this Vāco Vegam session here. And next time we'll continue with what? Importance of sweet words, then summarizing, controlling speech, then glorious speech, then offering speech to Krishna. So we'll see that how it is important and what are the results of controlled speech, Vāco Vegam. That we'll see in next session. यदर्थस्खलितं किंचित विद्वांस पूरयन्तु तद यद अत्र सौष्ठवं किंचित तद गुरोर एव मे नहीं. Yad atra स्खलितं किंचित. Whatever it is natural. Man is to error. Maybe whatever I spoke, sometimes it must have appeared unpleasing also. Vidvamsa purayantu tat. You all are intelligent, vidvam. So please correct it. Yadatra saushtam kinchid. Whatever good things were in today's seminar session, tad gurur eva. That all credit belongs to my Guru Janas, my Diksha Guru, my many Shiksha Gurus, and Srila Prabhupada's disciples also. They are all my Guru Janas, and even you people. It doesn't belong to me. This credit should not go to me. May nahi. Thank you very much. If there are any questions, please. I'll stop sharing the screen.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam Prabhu. Thank you for your wonderful pravachan in the early morning. And I have just a very basic question, Prabhu. Swadhyaya. As a grihastha, working person, when is the best time for the Swadhyaya in a daily life?
What? Please, can you repeat this little loudly?
When is the best time for reading the scriptures in a daily life?
Yeah, it is best to read in the morning after your japa. You can hear for half an hour. Before going to your work, you can read, or after coming, before sleep, you can read it.
So, as a grihastha, when is the time to slot for this?
As a grihastha,
Yeah.
You want a time slot for reading scriptures?
Yes. What is the
You
best
can
time?
read after japa and hearing some classes, Bhagavatam classes. Then you can read before going to your work. You have to adjust your time. Or after coming from work, before eating or before sleeping, you can read for half an hour. You can read. Those who have got a lot of time, better get engaged in reading as much as you want. But if you don't have time, at least one should read for half an hour. At least half an hour.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Yeah. Any other questions?
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam Prabhu.
Can you raise your hand? Yeah, so that I can see you. Yes.
Virtual hand, Mataji. Virtual hand you can raise.
Parmanandi Sakhi Devi. Okay.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, you told that to control Vāco Vegam, we have to read scriptures nicely.
We have to
read Vedic literature, scriptures.
Yes.
How much time we have to read? How to read scriptures? How to understand
you can read 24 hours. Who is going to stop you? Even Prabhupada will not stop you if you are reading continuously. So you should read as much as possible without wasting time in going to movies or having nonsense discussions. So better take out time and read as much as possible, because when you read, you are reading for yourself, not for others. So ultimately, it is going to benefit you. You are reading means you are speaking to yourself. And you will not speak nonsense to yourself. Isn't it?
Okay.
So better get always engaged whenever, even in the office also, you have mobile mein Veda base hai. You can just open your Veda base on mobile and you can read in office also. So what I mean 24 hours means whenever you get time. Apart from services of Krishna, this is also service to yourself. So reading scriptures of our acharyas It is going to, make you, make your urges controlled, especially Vāco Vegam. Yes. And whatever you read and whatever you hear, please speak to others whenever you get time. Then it will come in control. Any other questions?
Prabhuji, one more question I am having.
Can we give time to Santosh Prabhu, and then we can come again to Parama Nandi Mataji? Yes, Santosh Prabhu.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Really happy to take your association after a long time, Prabhu. Prabhuji, my question is that, Prabhuji, initially you were telling that like control of urge to speak can control the mind and urges of anger. How is it, Prabhu? Could you please elaborate on that, Prabhu?
Yes, because you can see this, control of, when you become angry, you sometimes, unpleasant speech will come, isn't it? Sometimes anger is presented. The uncontrolled speech is presented through anger, and because it has agitated your mind, that is why anger will come. So if you have control on speech, means you will understand, oh, now anger is arising in my mind. So please control yourself and don't speak anything bad or unpleasant. By practicing such speech, naturally, mana and krodha vegam will also be controlled.
Thank you so much, Prabhu.
Yes.
One more thing is, Prabhu, like you were telling about Priyam example. Like
Can we go to Divya Alahari, and then we'll come back to Paramanandi Mataji and then
sure.
Santosh.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Everybody
Hare
should get a
Krishna.
chance.
Yes, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Little loudly, Mataji.
Yes, Prabhu. Am I audible?
Yeah.
Better? Okay. So you were talking about the point Priyam. I think that is my favorite point of all the discussions. So there you were mentioning that, these critics and backbiters are always there to trouble the saintly souls.
Yeah.
And we just have to, just tolerate them like the effulgent sun. But is there any limit to what extent you can tolerate them? Where do we put a full stop to this? How do we, at what point should we, control them?
Yeah. Thank you so much. It's a wonderful question. You must have heard one story, Narad Muni instructing a snake. You heard that story?
I can't recollect, Prabhu, but yeah.
So a snake is telling Narad Muni, Prabhuji, I am not able to control my this poison, and people are, what it is Narad Muni instructs the snake that it is not good to always bite, always bite anybody. Like, so then he tries to control it, not to bite anybody since today. Okay, unnecessarily you should not bite. So he controls. Then when people come that this snake is not doing anything, so they try to take revenge on him of previous acts. Then they start hitting. Then it gets injured, and then it goes again to Narad Muni, and this is what he tells the story. Oh, I told you not to bite. Doesn't mean that you should not raise your hood. You should raise your hood, but don't bite. By this, they will get feared and they will go away. In this way, sometimes you have to come in anger. You have to, manifest anger, but not in such a way that it hurts others. You have to become angry. Office mein, if you go to office, then sometimes there are devotees who are, controlling many employees. And if you don't manifest anger, then they will not work. That is why you have to anger, but don't hurt them. And later on, you must have heard that example also. A pot, a metal pot. The pot maker is keeping his hand inside and hammering from outside. Have you seen this? So he's hammering to give a shape to that pot, but also it is protecting that it should not break. You got that? So that
Yes.
should be there. That mood should be there. You can anger, but just to rectify him, just to understand, make him understand that he is doing wrong things. So that time you can represent your anger, manifest your anger, but not always. Don't make it a habit.
Got it.
Okay,
Thank
sun
you so
is
much,
also
Prabhuji.
tolerating once in a while, not always.
Yes. Okay. Thank you, Prabhu.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes, Paramanandi Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Maharani Mataji.
Yes, Maharani Mataji.
Yeah, as you told now that Priyam, Satyam, everything, Prabhuji, in office only. In
Yeah,
office only.
Mataji, I'm not able to hear you. What you said?
No, now whatever we discussed, so we in office, if we want to be Priyam with everyone pleasing, and even though we control so many times our anger, everything, they do opposite person will do mistakes. We don't want to shout at them. We will be telling in a nice way only, but still they will agitate our mind. At last we will get angry, and then we shout at them, and it will be full collapse the day only. So that time what to do?
Yeah. See, maybe your bosses must be irritating you. Am I right? The authorities must be irritating you.
Boss and then colleagues also. Even
Who?
colleagues.
Colleagues means they must be your authorities.
No. I am controlling them. So if I tell that what we should not do like this. We have to do the like this means they will be like whatever I do, it is wrong only like that. Whatever I tell them, even though I am telling for their good, it will
try to present in such a way that they will feel pleased. Well, this is for your good. Otherwise, boss will unnecessarily become aggressive on you also. If I present you what you are doing and all in this way, you have to do this. Because you are boss, you have a right to shout also for their goodness. Isn't it?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah, sometimes you have to shout, but not always. Don't make it a habit. And you will lose all your influence when you shout always. I hope I have given a right thing to you, Mataji, Maharani Mataji. Is
Yes,
it okay?
Yes,
it was
Prabhuji,
same
but-
question what Divya Alahari Mataji said. It was same question. So
Yes,
same
yes,
should be applied.
Yes. Okay, Prabhuji.
Yes, Paramanandi Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. To protect our devotional service, we can tell lies.
To protect?
Our devotional service.
Yeah, obviously. Obviously, that's what Sanatana Goswami has taught us. And that's what Krishna is also teaching in the battlefield, to tell lie to Yudhishthira, to Dronacharya. He says to Yudhishthira, you should tell lie that Ashwatthama has left his body. He has been killed. Isn't it? Krishna is influencing him to tell lie, to protect dharma. You got you know this about Mahabharata?
No Prabhu.
Huh?
No Prabhu.
Oh, Raseshwar Prabhu, sometimes you take Mahabharata also in your classes. Mahabharata will teach you vast subjects. So in the battlefield, when Dronacharya is attacking the Pandavas, then he is not able to stop. He is shifting so many arrows on the Pandavas that many the Pandava sides were killed. Many army was killed. So Krishna came to Yudhishthira, you should stop Dronacharya. How he will stop them? You have to tell a lie. He'll give up all his arms and ammunition, even his body, he'll give up. What that lie should be? That Ashwatthama has died. Bhima has killed Ashwatthama. How can I tell that? Ashwatthama has not been killed. Then Krishna has to arrange something, that there is one elephant which is known as Ashwatthama, and Bhima killed that Ashwatthama Gaja. And now tell Ashwatthama has killed. Oh, I will tell that Ashwatthama has killed, Bhima has killed Ashwatthama, whose name, that elephant whose name is Ashwatthama. At that time, Krishna blew the conch, where Dronacharya was not able to hear that elephant. He heard only Ashwatthama, and he thought that my son is killed. Then he left all his bows and arrows he threw, and he also sat on meditation. At that time, then Drishtadyumna comes and kill Dronacharya. So Krishna influenced that to tell that. So to protect dharma means protect devotional services, your devotional activities, you can tell lie. That's what Krishna has said. That's what I have shown you. Krishna is saying that even sins committed for my sake, for my services, I will protect them. But even if a person is very religious and he is not connected to me or through services and all, then he is committing sin, even he is a religious person. That is what Krishna is saying. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, Santosh.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, am I audible?
Yes. We'll take a last question.
Prabhuji, you were giving the... Okay.
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu. Already
You were
7:40.
giving the example for Priyam, like which was telling like critics and backbiters make their presence in the world felt only by giving trouble to saintly souls. How does it relate to Priyam, Prabhu? Priyam means it's pleasing, but the example which is...
So he says that even critics and unpleasant words is not good. Priyam means you should speak in that way. And the example is showing the other side of the other side, that is devotees. They tolerate. Sometimes tolerate is also pleasing. There are many examples which I can we can discuss this topic next time. I have got other examples, but it will take long time, and I have also to go somewhere else. We'll talk on Priyam. I understand your thing because it is nothing to connected with Priyam, but it is said that that example is given by our in our scriptures for Priyam.
Thank you so much, Prabhu.
Sometime if time comes, we should tolerate also, and tolerating also will, create in others' heart, oh, he is such a loving person. He is not, he is not reacting on us, though we are giving bad words. So you have to present yourself in a pleasing manner. Pleasing words are also there, but actions are also pleasing. Okay, we'll stop here.
Thank you so much, Prabhu.
Raseshwar Prabhu and Prem Kirtan Prabhu, thank you very much for giving me a chance to serve you all.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. It's amazing.
This is the first session. This was the first session of Vāco Vegam. There is another session which will be seeing all the positive things. What will happen, what kind of results, what kind of glorious speech it is, what Krishna is saying about that. That we'll see next session. And you plan for next session, Raseshwar Prabhu and Prem Kirtan Prabhu. That means next 15 days?
Yeah, yes, Prabhu. Next session we can schedule now itself. We can put a date like 25th July, Thursday, 25th July.
Yes.
So it is coming on 25th July.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Hope I have shared some good things for you.
Very enlightening session, bro. Very enlightening session, bro. It is
We are
like
going
even if you
into
have heard the
details.
sloka. Yeah, yes, bro.
Okay. Hare
Thank you,
Krishna.
bro.
So,
Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai.
Srila Rupa Goswami
Jai.
ki jai.
Jai.
Jai. Hari Hari Bol.
Hari Hari
This
Bol.
Murali Mohan Prabhu ki
Jai.
jai.
So let us all chant one time Hare Krishna Mahamantra as a gratitude towards Murali Mohan Prabhu by his time and energy and mercy. So let us all chant one time
Hare
Hare Krishna Mahamantra.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare.
Ashish Babu.
Hare Krishna.
Session.
Okay, should I leave the meeting?
No, I'm
Yes,
ending.
bro. Thank you, bro.
Thank you for your time.
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji.
Thank you, bro.
Right.
Hare Krishna.